Monday, June 22nd, City Council meeting.
Councilmember James White.
Here.
Vice Mayor Dave White.
Here.
I would like to see all the cost of all the wages and benefits increase before I approve a budget.
There are no wage and benefit increases.
Then I will second.
My name is Eric, as an advocate on behalf of my father, who lives at the Riverbank Housing Authority on Stanislaus Street. He is quite unsure how to deal with this, but he wanted me to approach you and tell you that he was approached by some canvassers who are, I guess, doing some recall efforts. He felt that they were very unprofessional. The only thing they told my father, who is Spanish-speaking, understands English, is not able to express himself. He was told that they were recruiting signatures so that if he supported veterans and if he did not want his taxes to be raised, that he should sign this paper. And they were very aggressive with him. He basically just told him that, he wasn't comfortable, and he left that at that. Afterwards, we understand that this was not only for, I guess, supporting veterans, but it was also to not recall and to support Dave White and Jesse James White. I would like to know what recourse do the general public, citizens of Riverbank have to find out what kind of basis these people have, or what kind of, are these recall efforts even legitimate? Any comments?
I don't know if the recall is legitimate or not.
Well, it's apparently for your efforts to get your support.
It's not a recall business.
Well, then what is this? Can you explain this to me?
I don't know.
Well, are you not the one that is having people coming out to homes?
No. I'm not getting anyone to sign.
Okay, well, obviously someone is, and it's on behalf of supposed to be you.
Then you need to ask those people who are getting them to sign.
I'll let the attorney explain.
Yeah, the city doesn't get involved in political matters, obviously, so.
Yeah, if this was a business that was trying to sell you something and they didn't have a business license to do so, we could get involved immediately and require them to get a permit or tell them they could not do this in the city because they don't have a permit to do that. But in this case, I guess you could file a grievance with a PPC or
maybe some state political.
Yeah, some state
political speech is given, great freedom, and it's very hard to regulate.
Yeah, I just
at any level. So.
I would just like this for any citizens that are watching to please be careful with whoever's approaching you. I believe that people that are coming out to your home should have something that identifies themselves and should have, some very good information for the people, and not just assume that you're going to tell them something and have them sign right off the bat, because that's what they expected my dad to do, not knowing the whole scope of what they're wanting them to sign. Thank you.
They were asking to support the Whites, but what has the veterans? I don't understand.
The problem was, it was after I checked with some other neighbors. My father was told that this was to support veterans. If he supported veterans, he needed to sign this form. And that it was also not so that they wouldn't raise taxes. It wasn't until after we talked with other people that they said this was also to support Dave White and Jesse James White. So he was not given the full scope of the information that's out there.
And there was no pamphlets to explain what they were doing?
They just explained information to him. So I just wanted to address you and let you know just some of the things that are a little upsetting.
My name is Robert Slimes, and in reference to this, there's also a website, there's a mail out that has been circulated, all on your behalf.
Thank you.
That also spreads lies and makes innuendos. And I think what you should have advised this lady is to contact the chief of police and perhaps file a complaint. Instead of just sitting there and saying you can't do nothing about it.
My name is Charles Neal, and let me clear up something right quick for Bob Solis and the gentleman back here that used my name. I don't have anything to do with that website or any of those petitions that they're circulating. Well, I have not sent anything As of yet, I don't have a website. I don't have anything attached to it.
There's 2 letters of yours on that website.
Mine can be on there. You've probably got 100 of my letters. The Attorney General, the District Attorney, everybody has a copy of those. They float around town for free, my friend. For all I know, you might be the one that put them on there. I have no idea. I mean, here you go. You're talking about a man that has a Me Too clause that negotiated all these contracts. Your city manager, Richard B. Homer. I didn't do it publicly. Let you know. And let the people know. And I'm not going to continue letting others try to say that I did. I will defend myself. Ask a few people.
And there's a PAF in my file about 5 years ago, Mr. Neal, which I'm sure you've seen a couple times, but you still like to bring up this scare tactics, which are totally unfounded, that says, I have never and would never accept that. I'm an honorable man, unlike yourself.
With the stare down I got when I came and sat by Mr. Neal here at this meeting, okay? You think you can intimidate people, well, you're wrong. You can't intimidate me. If I have something to say, I'll say it.
Please do.
Okay? We don't pay your wages here. We're telling these people, you know what? There's a problem going on in this economy. Something needs to be done. Okay? Anytime he gets up here and says anything to you, you think you're just going to defense mode. And that tells me something there.
Well, the thing is, it's not true.
Well, you know what?
So if we, like...
Hey, you said he's not an honorable man?
When he says untruths, he's not an honorable man.
I don't want to approve the budget until the 7 agree to renegotiate the contract. Open that part. Well, I'm not seconding that then.
I need to have a budget in place in order to continue operations as of June 30th. We can make negotiations between July and September when I bring back the final budget.
Exactly.
If that's your
You're
pleasure.
just approving a budget so we can pay gasoline bills for cars, you know, maybe a flat tire, office supplies. And then if you want to negotiate with executive management during that time frame, you're welcome to negotiate with each executive manager.
Councilmember Benitez,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Dave White,
Yes.
Councilmember Jesse James White,
No.
Riverbank Schools Committee, Mayor Dave White is the primary. Councilmember Gilder.
Actually, there were 2 members that would be appointed to this.
We'll make Jesse James. Says he's just out of school.
This is another very important one.
Stan Concosta,
I'll take that one and
be primary,
make Jesse James. Sorry.
Sorry.
will be the alternate and the primary.
I like being the alternate.
Okay.
Yeah. Do we need a motion on this? I like the idea that the alcohol is served in like a concentration camp, you know, with barbed wire. Is there
Not like that, man, but
barbed wire?
it does keep drinking off the streets, and we will be vigorously enforcing that.